Because of how bad my GCSEs were, where I got 2 Bs, 3 Cs and 2 Ds, I was predicted 3 Ds at A level. That's what they thought I was going to get.
I print off my lecture slides like this and I always have notes.
As a whole list of all the universities best for employment.
So out of the 7 days, I would recommend you revise for 6 days.
And if I say I'm going to get 3 As, 2 A stars and an A, I'm going to do it.
A study YouTuber is an individual who is a YouTube user who creates online content that surrounds themselves as a student. If you ask young students today, how do they feel about education? I think a lot of people do feel pressured. A lot of people do feel stressed.
School, for some people, isn't the motive. It's not, I'm not waking up and going to school. It's like, okay, how am I going to survive this day? How am I going to not get pressured by society? How am I not going to have anxiety? How am I going to save my friends? How am I going to just keep up with life?
There was a need to feel better about education. That could be caused by the government. It could be caused by, education cuts. It could be caused by what type of school you go to or your background, but there was a need and a want that students craved, and then YouTube and the study community kind of fulfill that. I did a survey that reached 13,800 participants across the world, and the majority have indicated that yes, we agree on 5 different factors, which is that study YouTubers have impacted our grades in terms of GCSEs and A levels. They have impacted what universities we apply to for UCAS. They've impacted how confident we are when applying. They've impacted how motivated we are when we study. And they've given us a greater insight to university life than traditional mediums, for example, open days. But what we found statistically significant was that students who are on free school meals and students who are care leavers found study YouTubers to be more impactful than non-free school meals and non-care leavers. So why is it that people who are on free school meals utilize YouTube more? Is it because apart from an internet fee, watching YouTubers is for free and there's no limit? So at an open day, there's only a certain number of applicants that can come. For a summer school, there's only a certain number of applicants that can attend, and you have to have a threshold. There's no requirements to watch YouTube, there's no cost, and there's no limit to how many times you can watch it. So YouTube is now probably the biggest platform when it comes to accessing university. We therefore can be the biggest influencers in telling you what 5 universities you should apply to, and then from there, students make their own decision. But just having 5 universities out of over 100 can do amazing things for that university. When you look at things such as marketing, Anglia Ruskin have spent over £1 million on their marketing strategies. To hire a study YouTuber to do that for you is not £1 million. And the reach that they have statistically is 100,000. So it starts to now bring in questions of what are new marketing strategies that we can use. So when it comes to university, it's a whole different discourse. And when it comes to Oxford and Cambridge, that's just another thing within itself, because when I grew up, I didn't know what Oxbridge was, in the sense I didn't know how to apply there. You know that these institutions exist, but can you see yourself there? Absolutely not. No one in my family went to university, did A-level, did GCSE, so it wasn't something that was attainable. Then when I was considering applying, and you would Google and you would do your research on colleges and the university itself, there's hardly anything subjective there, where you can see students actually studying or living lives at university or joining societies. You just get buildings and castles and statistics and famous alumni. So I thought, well, I have magically somehow gotten into this university, and I know for a fact that I'm not the average demographic that gets it. So why don't I just show people that you can be someone who is a bit informal at times, who is brought up in a different area, who didn't go to a private school, who is of free school meal background, someone who is an ethnic minority, and someone who is quite flamboyant in camp, that you can get here and you can survive here and succeed here. So that's why I did that, and I'm very authentic and I'm very unapologetic with my personality. I might use slang when I address my viewers, but it is well received because that is what students are nowadays. That is what the community of young people are nowadays. We are very authentic, we are very unapologetic, we're ourselves. And so just me being myself in a university that had one perception, which was you study here, I think that kind of changed a lot of the way people perceive Oxbridge and ultimately led to people to apply here. A lot of older individuals don't know what study YouTubers is, understandably. But schools, I think, can recommend them. And one thing that my sociology teacher does at my sixth form is she recommends my videos to all of her students, because I have sociology advice, and these are sociology students who need to know sociology. So I think that educators can understand that study YouTubers is a new phenomenon within education, learn about it, and if they want to promote it, promote it. Statistically speaking, if it's proven to impact positively a student's grades and a student's success in applying to university, why would you not want to promote it? So I think teachers and educators can really start to push for them and not be scared of this new YouTube phenomenon, but really embrace it and learn about what it is.